Carnes, Quincy with the ball guarded by Doolin. Stepping back now, firing up another three. Quincy Carter! Another three ball. Quincy Carter, oh my goodness. To Brown. Brown trying to go to work, spinning around, going up, no good. Great defense. 1 second. The NATOs are going to win it. Quincy Carter going up, and a victory for the Tornadoes. 74-72 in a game that they led by 20 in the first half, led by double digits in the second half. Greensboro came back to take a late lead, and they will get sent home packing, swept in the season series. Tornadoes with a huge conference win.
Trips the pass into his arms, now into the corner. KK Horton can't hit. Rebound knocked up in the air. Over to Horton. Carnes puts it up. Short. Rebound. KK Horton. Pass back out to LB. The three ball is good.
Dixon has it up top now, working to his left, gives to Chavis Hines. Hines crossing over. Lewis dribbling, now stepping back, gives over to Chavis Hines, trying to beat Quincy Carter to the corner, and gets it over to Manley. Manley surrounded, pass down low, Bay Young going up and gets the basket. Nice offense there. Ball movement by North Carolina Wesleyan to cut it down to 6. 3 minutes into the second half. Quincy Carter going to his left. Now Horton. Carson Evans. Garrett Sutherland. Over to Carson now. Carson up top. Carnes. Horton. Down low. Garrett Sutherland. Trying to back down Bay Young. 5 on the shot clock. Turns around. Gives to Carnes. He will pass over to Quincy Carter. Will fire up a long three. Can't hit. Quincy had to take that one from a bad spot. Only 1 second on the shot clock when he got it. And a stop there from North Carolina Wesleyan. 3.5 in to the second half. Dixon, left wing, looking for somebody. Now will go up top to Manley. Chavis Hines, dribbling to his left, working on Carter. Pass over to Lewis. Lewis, going to work on Carnes. Goes inside, spinning around, puts it up, finishes. Isaiah Lewis with the basket, gets it back down to 4. 4 minutes into the second half, pass knocked away. Bay Young has a steal. Chavis Hines with the ball, and Wesleyan hot out of the timeout as they have been earlier in this game too. Bay Young dribbling. Left wing. Now right side, Chavis Hines. Going inside, looking for a pass, it's Dixon. Dixon, 8 on the shot clock, crossing over on KK Horton, goes inside, stops, fires, short, rebound, hauled in Lewis, Euro step is good. Back to a 2-point game, and the tide turning once again, back and forth game. This one has been since about the 10-minute mark in the first half. Evans, crossing over to his right, trying to lose Chavis Hines, cannot, gives to Horton. Quincy Carter, right elbow, backing down, losing the basketball. Dixon has the steal. Dixon running up the floor, goes to put it up off the glass. It's good. All tied up now. 8-0 run out of the timeout for North Carolina Wesleyan. They called the timeout. Brevard led 40-32. It's now 40 apiece. KK Horton bringing it up, working on Manley. Carter. Jaden Carnes, handoff Sutherland, trying to get in there, blocked! Blocked by Lewis. Bay Young has it. Dixon, one-on-one with Carter, goes inside and he's fouled. Foul on Quincy Carter. It'll be 2 free throws for Dixon, and Wesleyan with a chance for their first lead since the 15-minute mark in the first half. It's Quincy's second, and a timeout will come before the free throws here. NATO's all tied up at 40, about 5.5 in to second half action. Back out of the timeout here. Wesleyan will have a chance to grab their first lead since the 15-minute mark in the first half. LB Boyette into the game now. Charles Reed as well. Horton, Sutherland, and Carnes will all stay on. LB, 2 fouls early on, kind of limited his minutes in the first half. Isaiah Lewis leading the charge, leading all individual scorers with 15. on Wesleyan's end. Chavis Hines has 8. Dixon has 6 and a chance to add on 2 more. 5 rebounds, 2 assists as well for him. He's got 2 free throws here and a chance to give the lead to Wesleyan, and he'll miss the first. Dixon misses the first free throw. And here comes the second. Also no good. Rebound knocked up in the air. Bay Young knocked away. Horton. Bay Young has it. Manley. Dixon tries to go inside. Spinning around. 3-ball. Manley. Can't hit. Rebound KK Horton. North Carolina Wesleyan not capitalizing on opportunities. Horton. Charles Reed. LB Boyette on the left side. LB backing down. Turning around. Turnaround jumper goes up. Through contact. Gets the basket. Tough finish there from LB and a much-needed basket for the Tornadoes. LB 5 points now. Pass, Lewis, left alone momentarily. Now Karn switches on, but Lewis going to get to the basket. 17 points for Isaiah Lewis, all tied up again. Horton, Sutherland, right side. Now Horton again, firing up a 3. He hits it! KK Horton from beyond the arc. Straight away 3 from the top of the key. Knocked down there by KK. 9 3-pointers made now for the Nados. Lewis getting it again. Doubled immediately. Intercepted. Charles Reed. Reed in the open court. Middle of the floor. Taking it inside. Pass into the corner. Horton. He'll slow it down. Goes in himself now. Oh, what a pass. Garrett Sutherland gets the basket. It's a 5-point lead for the Nados. 7 minutes into half number 2. Dixon, left wing, in front of his own bench. Moving to his left now, guarded by Sutherland. Trying to back down, looking for a pass. Now will go up over Sutherland. Can't hit. Rebound LB Boyette. LB working to his right side now. Spinning around. Might take Dixon one-on-one and a foul. Brevard to the newfound spark here out of the timeout. And now Askew and Kyron Kelly will both come back into the game for Wesleyan. Reed to inbound into the corner, wide open. Horton fires in and out. Rebound brought in by Kyron Kelly. Kelly over to Chavis Hines. Chavis Hines going inside, puts up the layup over Sutherland and finishes. KK Horton brings it up now right side. Gives to Boyette. Boyette, Sutherland, Charles Reed. Reed working to his right, gives to Horton. Sutherland. KK again. Wasn't quite ready for it, but gets it. Horton tries to beat Manley to the basket. In and out. Rebound Sal Bay Young. Going inside, putting it up. Chavis Hines can't hit. Rebound Charles Reed. Reed coming up the floor. 2-on-1 in favor of Wesleyan and an offensive foul against Charles Reed. He did not get away with it. It was a push on Charles, clear as day. A media timeout coming here. 11:53 to go in this one. Nados holding a 3-point lead. Good shooting here the last few minutes for the Tornadoes. And we'll be back here in just a moment. Out on the floor now, out of the media timeout, Charles Reed and the official having a discussion about the push that he was just called for. It was Manley that he pushed, but the thing was Manley may have sold it. Chavis Hines now inbounds over to Young. Young has it, gives to the left to Askew. Askew gives it in. Kyron Kelly knocked away, gives it over to Young now. Young whips it over Chavis Hines. Going inside on Boyette, loses the basketball. Brevard ball. Inbound over to Paris Crawford, who just checked in. Charles come up the right side, guarded by Chavis Hines. Now Crawford. Horton. LB Boyette. Looking around. Backing down now. Gonna go up. No, pass to Crawford. Nice pass over there to get out of trouble. Crawford. Left side. 8 on the shot clock. LB Boyette. Long 3-pointer. Can't hit. Rebound, Manley, and a foul here against Paris Crawford. Ill-advised shot there a moment ago from L.B. Boyette. And he'll stay out there. Horton and Charles Reed will come off. Evans and Watson come in. 5 fouls already on the Tornadoes. 13 in total. Only 5 total in the game for Wesleyan. Bit of a discrepancy there as Chavis Hines goes around the corner, gives up top now to Young. Young going in on Evans, puts it up, can't hit, rebound up in the air. Crawford fighting for it, and Chancey Watson will have it knocked out of his hands by Manley. Manley over to Young. Now Chavis Hines. Chancey Watson on him. Just over 10.5 to go. 11 offensive rebounds for North Carolina Wesleyan. Manley on Crawford. Gives over to Young. Chavis Hines, 5 on the shot clock. Going inside, turning around, turnaround jumper is cash. Chavis Hines. Another basket there. Khalid Chavis Hines, the junior out of Greensboro, has been a big spark plug for this offense. 12 second chance points now for Wesleyan as Carson Evans handles the ball left side and gives to LB. Chancey Watson, LB Boyette, and it'll be a foul against, it'll be against Young, Salbe Young. And an inbound coming here from Chancey Watson. Chancey was looking for Evans. He was getting held on to, but he finds Evans anyways. Evans to his right. Boyette, the 3 ball. Hits that one off the glass. The bank's open for LB. 4-point lead. 8 points for LB Boyette. And it's 50-46 Tornadoes. Chavis Hines with the basketball, going inside, now gives to Manley. A 3, can't connect, in and out. Carson Evans with the basketball. Boyette, he threaded the needle there. LB going inside, puts it up off the glass, and one! LB Boyette, a chance for a 3-point play. Extends the lead to 6 and a chance to make it 7 with less than 10 minutes to go. 10 points for LB. Chance to get to 11 here and make it a 7-point lead.
The 2-1 from Cook is swung on and walloped into center field. Clark is going to dive and make the catch. Logan Clark, what a play. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him swinging, strike 3. Evans slams the door there and leaves Lodge stranded at third. NATO's lead it 9-8 as we head. 2-2. Driven. It will not be caught. It's going to get by the right fielder. Granada on his horse. He's around first. He's headed to second. He's going to get at least 3. Running after the ball in right field. Getting it in to the cutoff on a throw. Granada going for the plate. He will score. It is an inside the park home run for Lucas Granada. 7-1 Tornadoes, and what a way to start the third.
Back here for the bottom of the third, Tucker Hensley with a break there, and the top of the third got a lot of time off as Cruz sends this one high and deep to center field, but with room to make the catch, Michael Robertson will come underneath it and squeeze it for out number 1. Cruz retired. Fly out to deep center, hit that one to the deepest part of Gilcone Field, but was ultimately retired as Brett Burchett steps into the box and takes strike 1. Brett batting .205. 4 RBIs on the season. Has not been in the lineup every day, but has been playing well when he has been in there as he takes ball 1. The senior, and it's kind of been a catcher committee with him, Jennings, Tristan Robinson, and Pridmore. 1-1. Drops and misses for ball 2. Tornadoes still seeking their first base hit of the ball game. They've already allowed 6. And the 2-1 drops in there for strike 2. And for Hensley, a guy with an ERA over 8, he looks locked in.
2-2 offering here from Hensley is sent over the extended second baseman for a single. Brett Burchett with the first Tornado base hit of the afternoon. And it'll move things over to Zach Allison, the number 9 hole hitter, with one away. Here in the bottom of the third, Tornadoes trailing it by 3. Trying to cut into that here in the third frame. Hensley comes set, now fires. That one, big cut, missing there from Zach Allison. Allison was swinging hard there. Tornadoes have done that a few times already. The 0-1. Check swing. And that one did not see the call. And it will be a ball. No, nothing was called on the check swing. No strike call was given. Ball 1. The 1-1. Chopped. Left side. Grabbing it. The third baseman, Ernesti, on to second for 1. And a good slide, hard slide there by Brett Burchett to prevent the double play. Allison will take his place at first. And that'll be out number 2. Fielder's choice there. And it'll bring out Blake Burchett. Lined out his first time up to the shortstop. And trying to extend this inning here. Tornadoes still seeking their first run. The first pitch to Burchett. He pulls back on the bunt attempt and takes strike 1. Runner on first, Zach Allison. No balls and a strike to Burchett. Pitch from Hensley is ripped. Another single. Allison is going to take off and head for third. Coming up, throwing Kessler. The throw is not going to make it. It'll be cut off there by the second baseman, French. And now the Tornadoes have runners on the corners with 2 away and a chance for Luke Morton. Grounded out to Hensley his first time up. And all of a sudden, it was smooth sailing for Hensley through the first 7 batters. And since then, a couple of singles with a fielder's choice sandwich between them. Runners on the corners, 2 away here for Luke Morton, the Tornado second baseman in this one, normally the shortstop. Morton batting .394 with 17 RBIs and a good time for number 18 here. Hensley's first pitch is going to be sent over to the second baseman. What a play. French throw on to first. What a stretch by Morley. And they're going to say he came off the bag. The field umpire rules that he could not stay on the bag on that stretch. A run will come across. A heck of a break for the Tornadoes and a heck of a play by Blake French there. That ball surely looked like it was going into center field. French was able to range over and get it and throw on to first. But the umpire does determine that Morley came off the bag, so it will be an RBI base hit single for Luke Morton to get the Tornadoes on the board. Now first and second with 2 away. Hensley got to deal with Logan Clark, who takes strike 1. That was a heck of a play by Blake French, the Fighting Squirrel second baseman. That one looked like it was a single for sure. Hensley, 0-1 offering. He fires. That one low and outside. Good stop there by Lalo, dropping to his knees and sliding to his right to keep that one in front of him. Otherwise, it would have been 2 in scoring position for Logan Clark. 2 away. Tornadoes now trailing at 3-1 after that first run coming across Zach Allison. The 0-1 misses, or 1-1 misses for ball 2. Clark in a big spot here. 2 balls and a strike. We'll see what Hensley comes at him with here. 2-1 offering. Runners go. Clark, single into center field. Burchett coming around third. There will be no play. Getting in the way is the shortstop of Morton. And it'll be an RBI single for Clark. The shortstop, Jacob Koo, just got in the way. Morton kind of had to push him out of the way. and was awarded third as a result. Even if the throw had come in to get him, he was going to be ruled safe. And Logan Clark coming through there with an RBI single for the Tornadoes, back-to-back RBI singles, and 4 singles in the last 5 batters. And Hensley, all of a sudden, not as smooth sailing as he had the first 7 hitters of the ball game. Cale Ayler stepping into the box with runners on the corners, and if he can add to the trend and knock in another run via the single, it would be another RBI single, and it would be, more importantly, a tied game as Hensley goes over to first with Logan Clark getting a little bit too far for his liking, trying to keep him attentive. Ayler settles in now. Hensley comes at him, first pitch, and misses high and outside for ball 1. Tornadoes' offense had been stagnant through 7 hitters. All of a sudden, 4 base hits in 5 batters have them alive and down a run. Runners on the corners, 2 away. 1-0 here to Ayler. In there for strike 1 on the outside corner, and everyone knows that watches Tornado baseball. That's the pitch that Cale doesn't like, that outside fastball, waiting for something more to the inner part of the plate, where he can use those quick hands to his advantage and send one into the outfield, maybe further. The 1-1 swung on and missed, big cut there, and trying to send that one over to the Brevard College softball field was Cale Ayler. And a 1-2 hole now, got to protect. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Nado's trailing at 3-2. Hensley takes a look back at first. Now focuses on Ayler. The pitch. Runner goes at first. There will be no throw. No. Clark now stuck, and he will take second. Throw is going to head wild past the shortstop. Coming in to score is Luke Morton, and the ball game is tied. Not sure what that was by Mary Baldwin. They had Logan Clark dead to rights. He was just standing in between first and second waiting to see what happened. The catcher kind of hesitated, looked over towards third. Logan Clark ran into second, and the throw was errant, and it allowed Luke Morton to come across, and we're all knotted up. Cale Ayler with a chance to give the Nados the lead with Logan Clark on second now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Bottom of the third. Pitch to Ayler. Popped up, left center field, going back, and that one is off the top of the wall. Ayler has got at least 2. He's going to dig. Throw into third is not in time. An RBI triple for Cale Ayler will plate Logan Clark, and the Tornadoes have their first lead of the afternoon, 4-3. That one looked like off the bat it might be a routine fly, and it just kept carrying, nearly getting out of here. Ayler into third, and the Tornadoes are the lead. And this is exactly what we've talked about. This Tornado offense is liable to explode at any given point, and that's exactly what they've done, combined with some misplays by Mary Baldwin, as the first pitch is a breaking ball that drops into Frankie Vasquez for strike 1. Tornado offense rejuvenated now with a 4-3 lead, and Connor Crosby can breathe a deep sigh of relief as Frankie sends that one foul down the right side. 0-2 to Vasquez, who came into the day only with 5 strikeouts, struck out his first time up, and trying to avoid that here for the second time. Runner on third, Cale Ayler. Tornadoes now leading by a run. Hensley comes set, and now the umpire will call time at home plate. Maybe at Vasquez's request. Vasquez messing with something on his bat. And now stepping into the box once more. Ayler 90 feet away, but Vasquez in an 0-2 hole. The pitch from Hensley. Way inside, has to break back for that one. Get out of the way. A ball and 2 strikes. Frankie's still in a hole. Pitch from Hensley. Low and outside in the dirt, stopped by Lalo. And the count evened up. Ayler staying put, clearly. Granada on deck. Cruz in the hole. 2 away and a runner on third. Tornadoes leading at 4-3 here in the home half of the third. 2-2 offering here to Frankie. Is ripped deep left field. Going back, that one is going to drop right in front of the wall. Vasquez has got extra bases. Throw in will get past the cutoff man, and Frankie is into second. Picks up a handful of dirt and throws it in excitement. Cale Ayler coming across, and the Tornadoes lead it 5-3 here, and all of a sudden Hensley getting roughed up. And we we'll see. I'm not sure if that's head coach Scott Hearn or one of his assistants coming out here. But whichever it is does not like what he's seeing from Hensley. RBI double from Frankie Vasquez there to make it 5-3. And now Lucas Granada with a chance to add on to that after this meeting. An arm is up in the Mary Baldwin bullpen. Can't quite see who it is. Can't make it out yet. Man, Tornado offense did not have a hit coming into this third inning. Started things off with a fly out. Parker Cruz first pitch swinging. Since then, a fielder's choice by Allison came after a single from Blake Burchett. But aside from the fielder's choice, it goes Blake Burchett single. Brett Burchett single, Blake Burchett single, Luke Morton RBI single, Logan Clark RBI single, Kale Ayler RBI triple, Frankie Vasquez RBI double. 5 straight hits for the Tornadoes, and Lucas Granada going to try and make it 6 and extend this third inning lead off of Hensley. Vasquez at second, first pitch to Granada taken high for ball 1. Tornado offense coming to life here in this third inning. And a base hit could plate their 6th run of the inning. Granada sends this one in the air, deep right field, coming underneath it, Kessler, and Granada will be retired. A shame for Granada. He might have the 2 hardest hit balls for the Tornadoes today, and both of them have found themselves in the glove of Noah Kessler. Tornadoes explode for 5 runs in the bottom of the third, and all of a sudden hold the lead, 5-3, as we head to the top of the 4th. It'll be Cameron Cook, new pitcher on the mound for the Tornadoes, with a 5-3 lead. Back here in just a moment. Bottom of the 6th, Natos trying to get some insurance here, leading at 1-0 here off of Jake Baldini, who has gone through the first 5 innings, only allowed 1 run on 4 hits. Thompson's allowed no runs on 2 hits. And that one cuts the outside corner for strike 1 to Logan Clark. Clark 2 for 2, an infield single, and then a single ripped up the middle for him. 1-1 from Baldini. There's a breaking ball that Logan gets a little bit underneath, sends it back foul.
Nice little day here in Brevard. Play some baseball, man. We've been blessed with some pretty beautiful weather today. Got a little 69 degrees are out here right now.
Nice weather. That one swung on and missed by Clark. And he will be sent back to the dugout for the first time in this one. That'll bring up Frankie Vasquez. 6th strikeout for Baldini, 7 of them for Thompson.
Yeah, it's been a little pitcher's duel here today. In both games, really.
Anderson only gave up the one home run, really, that one bad inning. Other than that, everybody's been stellar on the mound as that one misses inside on the breaking ball to Frankie Vasquez. Frankie, 1 for 2. He's grounded out and singled.
Looking to find a gap here.
1-0. On the outside corner for strike 1. Vasquez does not like that. Did look a little bit outside. And now the 1-1 here to Frankie. Is chopped straight back over to Baldini. He'll run it over to the bag and then flip it at the last minute to Edmonds for out number 2. And once again, the Tornadoes going through the heart of the order and not making anything happen. We've seen this story repeatedly today. I mean, even the 1 run that they've had today was Hayden Jennings driving it in. And for a team that's so reliant on their offense, Tornadoes have been quiet today. Here's Kale Ayler with 2 away. He'll take ball 1 high. Tornadoes, we talk about it all the time. They've got a 1 through 9 that really feel like you can compete with any pitcher, but they have been stymied today by Greensboro. 1-0 here to Kale.
It's kind of interesting to say that, Brady, because I was talking to Frankie between games, and he was kind of mentioning how, the pitching's been doing a really good job recently, and the bats have kind of cooled off a tad bit. So maybe something to keep an eye on.
2-0 is near Kale's foot, 3-0. And possibly, as Kale drops the bat, possibly about to put a runner on here with 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. The 3-0. Misses low for ball 4. Ayler was expecting the strike call, and now he sprints over to first. So
looks like we got Connor Crosby, I believe, potentially warming up in the bullpen out there.
Interesting. Do you think there's a chance they could use him back-to-back days if he does come in?
I don't know.
I heard the plan was to pitch him tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Colson Miller takes a strike on the outside corner.
Saw him throwing off the mound out there at the beginning of Kale's at-bat and Frankie's, the back half of his, but could just be trying to stay loose, you know?
Maybe. Miller takes strike 1 and then swings there at strike 2 in an 0-2 hole here. Miller 0 for 1 has walked and struck out swinging, trying to keep the bottom of the 6th alive here. Baldini, the pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. 96 pitches for Baldini. Got to figure this is the end of the line for him. Could be his last batter, whether Miller gets on base or not. And 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. We saw Miller earlier come back from an 0-2 hole to eventually walk, end up on first base, see if he could do that here or find a pitch to drive.
I feel like everyone just holds their breath a little bit when that about 2 strikes on each batter, you know? You never know what the umpire's going to call back there with that delay.
2-2. Goes around. Oh, they're going to say he didn't go around. I thought for sure Colson Miller went on that one, and Greensboro may have a right to be upset with that one.
And that is what you call bat discipline, folks.
Hey, the field umpire said he didn't see the head of the bat. That's all I need. Payoff pitch here from Baldini. Runner goes, and that one is smoked down the third base line, but foul, hard liner. That one could have been trouble for Baldini. Pitch number 100 coming up here. Colson Miller trying to send him out of here.
And the way that Kale got a jump on that one, man, he might have scored. I mean,
very well
he
could
was
have.
Flying.
Now, Ayler, for a first baseman, does move very well. Another payoff pitch coming here to Colson Miller. That one's in the dirt, ball 4, and for the second time in this ball game, Colson Miller has worked his way back from an 0-2 hole to an eventual walk.
And with that one right there, might have had a little help from the field umpire.
Perhaps.
Like you said, Brad, looked like he went around a little bit.
We're going to chalk that one up and say that he just didn't go around.
Give the assist to my guy in the field out there.
So here's Zach Allison after back-to-back 2-out walks. First pitch here to Zach. Low and outside, and Baldini maybe dealing with a little bit of fatigue, and it looks like it might be it for him. Pitch number 101 right there. And that could be the end of the line. Maybe wanted to see what he started Allison off with. Hayden Jennings, the catcher, is on deck. And it could just be talking things over rather than a mid-at-bat pull.
Probably just trying to give the bullpen guy some time to warm up a little more, you know. See how he handles Zach right here and go from there.
A lot of, yeah.
I don't know if you want to load bases with Hayden coming up because, as we know, he is responsible for the only run the Natives have put up today. So,
yep. Number 15 in the bullpen looks like Cameron Watts, the sophomore out of Kernsville, North Carolina, East Forsyth High School. And hopefully we get to see him this inning. Baldini dealing with 2 guys on and 2 away. A 1-0 count here to Allison. Finds his own there for strike 1.
It's a good little comeback pitch right there by Baldini, you know. Coach come out, give him a few words of encouragement.
Allison 0 for 2. He's flied out to center and struck out looking. Trying to drive another run across here. 1-1. On the inside, misses. 2-1. Tornadoes making Baldini work here. 103 pitches he's up to. Only 58 of them for strikes. Hitters count here for Zach Allison. The pitch is ripped into right field. That one is going to drop. Ayler coming around third. He will hold up. Ayler didn't get a good enough jump there. And the bases now will be loaded for Hayden Jennings. A single there for Zach Allison. Base knock number 20 of the season for him.
That's a great job there by the right fielder, getting that ball in as fast as he did.
That's Drake Carrick, who we did not see in the first game. And now Peter Famero will come in and pinch run for Colson Miller, who we talked about, not the fastest guy out there. He will come take a seat in the dugout, and Baldini, they'll continue to let him try and work out of this inning. Maybe short on arms. May want to give Watts some more time to warm up.
I don't know.
You see the coach at the step of the dugout.
Yeah, he's ready.
And maybe if he starts him off with a ball here. It's Hayden Jennings. First pitch to him. Clips the outside corner for strike one. Pitch number 105 there for Jake Baldini.
You got to think some sort of fatigue setting in,
Don't chase anything here if you're Jennings. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Big hack there. And Baldini a strike away from completing this sixth inning and sending us to the top of the seventh. We'll see if it's Thompson out there. Should be. It's right at about 90 pitches. The 0-2 to Jennings. Just misses the outside corner. Another call that I think gets punched out last game. Instead, it's 1-2 to Jennings. Hayden's got the only RBI of the day for the Tornadoes. Struck out looking his last time, and now on a 1-2 hole. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air. Left field. Coming on and making the grab. What a catch there by Kai Hay, and he got on his horse, charging towards that one. Left his feet and made that grab. And Jake Baldini looking more like Jake Houdini, escaping that jam somehow, and it is still 1-0 as we head to the top of the seventh. Mike Victory and Coach Huckey, nothing to say, but Mike Victory, something to say to the home plate umpire. Not a fan of something that's going on. We'll see if it's Thompson coming back out here. Still have not seen anyone come out.
Yeah,
looks like Thompson will be out for the seventh inning, and we will take a break as the Tornadoes come out here for the top of the seventh. Still just a 1-0 lead, the game hanging in the balance as we move down the home stretch here at Gilcone Field. Brady Penn live here from the Bosch, standing here with two of the stars of this game, the first postseason victory in women's program history in the NCAA era, Destiny Williams and Aisha Short to her side. I've got some questions for both of them. I've got some things to talk about with both of them. Let's just start. Destiny, your final game in the Bosch, the end of a run. And I was saying in the pregame, if you're going to have your last dance, you might as well have a good one on your own dance floor. So how did it feel out there? How did it feel coming into the game? Were there any pregame emotions knowing that this was your last go at it on Chick Martin Court?
Actually, that wasn't one of my – I really wasn't thinking about it. My plan was when I came in here just to stay focused, stay poised, get to the next round. I wasn't even thinking about this would be my last game here because I knew that I was thinking more of what's next.
I got you.
But, sitting back and think about it, this actually was my last game. I'm glad I did leave everything out on the court tonight. Like, it felt good. Like, the team win was great. There's a lot of emotions. We had people crying on the bench, cheering coach up in the locker room. It was just a lot of emotions going on that really made it feel good to know that this was my last game here in this gym.
Destiny, one of the reasons that you're so invaluable to the NATOs and one of the reasons that this program is going to miss you so much after this season is that even on a night like tonight where you're not shooting your best, you're still able to have a double-double, 11 points, 12 boards. That was your 8th double-double of the season. I believe your 17th of your career here, and obviously so valuable on defense, active hands, obviously tons of steals for you. We all know 200-plus and counting as we move on to the next round. How did it feel, even though the shots weren't falling, knowing that you were an anchor of the team and a big contributor to this win tonight?
When I come in, so a lot of people see me as an offensive player, like the person who's, need to be the score the ball. But when I look at myself, I believe as myself as the defensive player. Get in the plays or make the plays on defense so we can go onto the other side of the court and make the offensive plays. So if my offensive game is not going, I know I have to rely on my defense. And that's one of the biggest things that's, deep down a part of me.
Well, everybody knows that you're an amazing two-way player.
How are we feeling about Berea? What are the thoughts on them as we about to take a trip to Kentucky?
It's going to be the same thing as this. They have kind of like a same kind of team, maybe 2 or 3 players that we really just need to key into, lock down. But if we play a solid defense as we did today, put shots, move the ball around, have great assists. We had multiple people within those double digits range. We keep doing that, and we take that on the road, I guarantee you we're going on to the next round. No doubt about it.
I love it. I believe it, and I hope so as well. Destiny Williams, her final career game at the Bosch. Once again, a double-double and helping lead the NATOs to a victory here. And we've got Aisha Short back again now. Had the starting pitcher. Now we've got really the player of the game, Logan Clark, the cleanup man, the left fielder, number 15. Logan, I think the first thing everybody wants to talk about is the steal of home. What was the thought process there before that one?
Well, I've never attempted that before, but I was kind of just timing him up the first 2 times, and he wasn't really paying me much attention. So that third time, I still think he wasn't paying attention, and I just took it. It was a very exciting moment.
So you're from Florida, right?
Yes, sir.
You did you just take a page out of Randy Arozarena's book or something there?
Oh, yeah. I love watching the Rays. He's one of my favorite players for sure. So.
Well, you look just like him. Another question, how does it feel, how many times in your career have you struck out and ended up on third after the strikeout?
That is definitely the first time. Striking out's not my favorite, but ending up on third, that is one of my favorite things. So that was crazy. Never had that happen before. Absolutely,
man. 3 for 4 at the plate today. Up until that strikeout where you ended up on third, you had a perfect day going. You had a double, a walk, and 2 singles. So you were you're in one of those grooves right now, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm ready for continuing conference play and the rest of our opponents we're facing here soon.
Speaking of conference play, I'll ask you the same question that I asked Cameron. How do you feel about the way that you and your guys stack up against the rest of the USA South? How are you feeling heading into the rest of conference play and setting the tone with a series victory in conference play?
Oh, I'm feeling very solid. That's one of our rivals right there, so I'm really feeling solid about our boys. We're swinging the bat great, and our pitching's really looking on point right now, so I'm feeling wonderful.
Awesome. Absolutely, man. 10-5, NATOs win. Logan Clark with a huge game. Cameron Cook with a huge game in the NATOs. Starting off conference play right, taking 2 out of 3 from the Scots. Logan, great game. Excited to watch you guys the rest of the way, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.